New Hampshire has been fighting the opioid and drug addiction crisis for about a decade. The state's current approach is to provide a centralized way to get addiction treatment, but that treatment in general has a low success rate, highly dependent on the person getting help. As governor, how will you specifically improve access and success for recovery? And on the enforcement side, do you believe in tougher penalties for fentanyl dealers and traffickers? Mayor Craig, to you first.
So yes, this is something that we dealt with in Manchester, and as I mentioned, over the 6 years that I was mayor, we saw a decrease in opioid overdoses by 20%, but that's not enough. We have to be doing better. And from the work that I have done on the ground, I know that the Doorway program in our state is not as effective as it could be, and we need to make adjustments and use data to drive our decisions. So for example, in Manchester, the Doorway is located next to probation and parole, and it is not being used as much as it should be. We've advocated at the state level for it to be moved, and they haven't listened. It needs to be moved. And the Doorway program includes 1 month at a sober home. That's not enough. Evidence shows that an individual needs 5 to 6 months at a sober home to really be on a path to wellness. Instead, what we're seeing is a revolving door of people going in, not being able to afford it. They're homeless, they start using again, and it's unacceptable. We can be making some tremendous changes in these programs and doing so much better for the people that need our help. But I will tell you, Kelly Ayotte, when she was AG, she refused to prosecute Purdue Pharma, and then she took money from the Sackler family and Big Pharma for her campaign. We cannot trust her to address this opioid crisis when she profited off of it.
Senator, 30 seconds.
I would just say, as Attorney General of the state, I fought for prescription monitoring. Long ago, I wanted a state to get it in place sooner on opioids. I also fought for tougher penalties against drug dealers. In the United States Senate, I led the most major piece of legislation, the Comprehensive Addiction and Recovery Act. 2 Republicans and 2 Democrats led that legislation. We had $1 billion that we brought back on this issue, prevention, treatment, and recovery for the country. And I've also, as I look at this issue, I want to make sure that we put tougher penalties in place for these fentanyl dealers. And I want mandatory penalties because they're trafficking their poison into our state. And unfortunately, the consequences aren't as tough as they should be.
That's time, Senator.
And just to follow up, specifically, Senator Ayotte, how will you improve success and access?
Yes, and I will improve success in this way. I was at Hope for New Hampshire Recovery recently, and they're having a problem with licensing, making sure that they can get their professionals licensed quickly. We're going to streamline that process. I agree with the mayor. I don't think, and I've heard it from Mayor Rouet as well, we should move the Doorways program in Manchester. It shouldn't be next to probation and parole if that's stopping people from going in. And also on the Doorways program, we do need to measure the outcomes and get the support. And I'm also worried about the rural areas of this state, especially, I was just in the North Country, of making sure that we're serving the entire state on this and getting people the help that they need so that they can recover.